Hi everyone, this is Kelly. I tried to do a Facebook Live video, but wasn't able to because our internet is not great. So I figured I would do just a recording here and just tell you about what we've done over the last couple of days. It has been a week since Charlotte and I did our last Facebook Live, and that's just because the internet has not been strong enough to support that. So we switched hotels. We were at the Bridgeway guest house, and it's a very nice guest house, but we weren't able to get any internet, and when that's the only way that we can communicate with family, it was important for us to have that. So we've switched now. We're at a different hotel, and we're actually in Jinja in the downtown area, which is really nice because we can walk to shops and restaurants if we want to, which is really cool. But so we spent a day with Soul Hope. So since we last talked with you, I know we've been posting a lot, but since we last talked, we did a medical clinic. We went out with Soul Hope and did a foot care jigger removal clinic. We did another herbal medicine clinic yesterday. Sorry, my Facebook came up. We did another herbal medicine clinic yesterday, and the day before that I spent some time with one of a local herbalist here who took me into the market and showed me a ton of stuff, and I just kind of want to show you the neat things that I saw here that I don't have in the States, at least that I don't know that I have in the States. And then, sorry, I gotta get that bug. And then in our clinic yesterday, so these are all our little sheets of papers for our patients or our little clients that we saw. We saw 90 clients, and we saw 90 of them. And we didn't get a breakdown of male female yet, but I do have the numbers written here. I think we did an additional 27 adults for deworming medicine, and then also tea tree essential oil on their head for ringworm, and then 63 additional children got both of those things. So that was really exciting. Okay, so when I went to the market, I learned from the herbalist what they do for different conditions. It was a little frustrating at parts because he knows a lot up here and is able to share with me, but didn't know the names of things. So I've got pictures and information that I'm going to try and do some research on. So what I do know, so for HIV, they mix cucumber, red apple, carrot, and beet together, and they give that for HIV. They say that it contains the same chemical content, hemoglobin, for malaria and sickle cell, and it stops the reproduction of HIV virus, which is really interesting. Bittergourd, which took me probably 15 minutes to figure out what they were talking about because they said bitagad or bitagad, and I ended up having to have them write it down. They kept calling it Carela, C-A-R-E-L-A, and that's from India. So there's a lot of translation that has to go on just to figure out what you guys are talking, what each person is talking about. So it's been a little challenging, but pretty fun to do. So Bittergourd has the exact structure of the pancreas, and it stimulates the proper functioning of the pancreas, but they mix it with cactus, not just any cactus. Let me show you. So this is Bittergourd. It looks like that. And it's then you pull it open, and the inside of it looks like this, and then the seeds are right here. You can see those. Maybe you can see them better over here against a white background. Ooh. So I ate some of this, and it's very bitter, but that's probably why it's so good for you. The seeds, though, I washed them, and I'm gonna dry them out, but they feel like velvet, so I'm not 100% sure how well they're gonna dry. But apparently you take the seeds of the bitter gourd I guess you discard this. We'll figure that out tomorrow. You take the seeds of the bitter gourd. They get mixed with, all my plants drying. They get mixed with this very special cactus. So this cactus grows on all the fence lines here. If anybody knows what this cactus is called, these are these petals. The leaves can get like huge, but the trunk can be, 8 inches in diameter, or maybe even bigger. But so out of here, you're gonna have long needles that come off, and then they'll get a little flower right here, and that flower then would create a new leaf. My understanding is. But so what they do is they slice this long way. They scrape the inside. They mix that with the seeds of the bitter gourd, and that's what they give for people with type 1 diabetes. And my understanding is that I believe it is 1 tablespoon in 150 ml 1 time a day for 21 days has remarkable results. So remarkable that I'm really gonna look into it. Okay. There were so many good things. Oh, they're using coriander. So they take the ground seeds of the coriander plus another herb, and that's given for goiter. Black seeds, that's just what they're called, black seeds. Black seeds are given to stop seizures, which is interesting. They have a lot of people here actually who have seizures. Plants, this is cinnamon leaf. You can get it by the bundle here. Lots of hibiscus flowers. So this is what we're using to sweeten our, this is what we use to sweeten our medicines. We just boiled these down with some sugar to make a sweetener. I don't typically like to use sugar, but it tastes, the alcohol here, we weren't 100% sure what the content, what the percentage of the alcohol was. After I've diluted and diluted and diluted and still able to pull a really good strong tincture, diluting 50-50, we're thinking the alcohol is at least, it's got to be at least even broken at 50-50. It's at least more than 40% that way. So it's a very strong alcohol. We get it in a jerry can, which are those big yellow cans that they get water in. And a jerry can, which is 20 liters, cost me $10 US for organic cane sugar alcohol. So that was pretty impressive. But anyway, so that was the last couple of days. Today I went to church, had service, and then they had an international festival there, which was really cool because I got a lot of really awesome pictures, and then they made me dance with them, which was, I hope nobody got that on video. They were streaming live because there were like 8,000 people there. I'm not kidding. There were 8,000 people there. But it was, I mean, like I danced in high school and I was a good dancer then, but not African dancing. That's not for me. Anyway, so that was today. And then tomorrow we have our last clinic. So we've got our bag packed. We're ready to go. We have to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning though. And that's like, what, 10 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time. So when you guys are getting ready to go to bed, we're going to be heading out for our last clinic. And we're super excited about that. And then we get to see the kids again on Tuesday. So Tuesday with the kids, we're doing a lot of other fun events. We had all of our kids here, well, we had quite a few of them, do a pen pal exchange. So with North Point Elementary in Hebron, Kentucky, they're doing a pen pal exchange. And we have a total of 90 kids that wanted letters back. So we've done, I think we've done 40 of them already. 10 are going back to the orphanage that we support, and then the rest of them will be done tomorrow. And then finally we saw land yesterday, which is really impressive. It's 15 acres. 15 acres. It already has a 3-room home on it, some area for cattle. It's kind of on a rolling hill. It's really beautiful. I'll post the pictures on Facebook. And for those of you that feel led to support us in our project, that is a place that we need the most support right now. And it would be really wonderful to get this piece of property because it's on a hillside. It overlooks the mountains. It's very secure, very private, very quiet. And like I said, it's the 15 acres. It has electricity on the street, so we would only have to get electricity to the house. And then that home eventually would probably be the medical clinic, and then we would rebuild a children's home. But this would at least relocate the children from where they're at right now, which is not the safest place because they can get out at night, and they are in probably less than maybe 400 square feet. 20 kids and a matron live in about 400 square feet. So, they don't all have mattresses and they don't have blankets, and it's just not a good living condition. So if you feel led to support us in that area, we would be ever so grateful. Our website is wellnesswarriorfoundation.org, and on our website are links to how you can help support these efforts. So we appreciate your attention. We appreciate your prayers and your thoughts while we are here in Uganda working, and we just are excited to finish up what we're doing here and get home. We did cut our trip short, so we are coming home a week early for a number of reasons, but mostly because we're trying to cram our work in and save money so that we can spend it the most effectively that we can. So thank you all for the donations that you've made, for sharing with your friends and your family. Some really great, amazing things are being done here, and the Lord is really working in this community and then through Charlotte and I. So thank you. We appreciate your time and for enduring for 14 minutes while I've been just chatting. See you guys later.